Good evening and welcome to the Gary Brodsky Show, starring Gary Brodsky. Yes, I'm going to keep doing the show, but I really wonder if there's a demand for dating anymore. And I am not joking, of course. That comes later. I see too many guys from ages 18 now to 80. It pretty much covers them all. I say, hey, look at that girl over there. She's looking at you, and they're like, oh, I'm scared. Men have degenerated into, well, degenerate is probably better than what they become. I don't even know the word for it. Silly, no, that's not silly billies. They're just not men. I'm going to have an article posted up on my Facebook page. So if you want to join, GaryBrodsky.com or Facebook.com, whatever. If you find me, you know what I look like, right? It's right here. Because it's now being proven by science that men are not scientifically men anymore. They don't have a deep voice. The computer has really done some serious damage. Pornography has done some damage because you're now playing a non-participating sport. You're watching and fight or flight. And this is something that happens in everybody's life. And it's something that's not pleasant to deal with. Either you run away or you have to fight. Now, behind a computer screen, you don't have that. It really fucks with your brain. Now, think about this. You don't have the flight thing. You don't have to make that decision of fight or flight. You're safe. You're behind a computer. You're watching. And now I meet guys that had a date list. I said, what happened? Where'd you go? What happened? Well, we were just on the computer. What do you mean just on the computer? Well, we watched a movie together on Netflix, and then we talked about it. I said, that's okay. Do you have a meter? No. That's about the only dating I really see going on. And I don't want to say how much worse can it get because I'll find out. But if guys don't stop watching sports and playing video games and act like babies and dress like children, we're not going to have anything left. We're going to lose the country, we're going to lose our freedom, and we're going to lose our worse than life, desire for life. Guys are horny, they turn on pornography. It's just, where is the drive, the ambition? I see guys in the gym. That's, you know, I like the gym, as you could tell, all right? And they're working out with really light weights, like the girl weights. So you have the colored ones, like the greens and the pinks. Why are you working out with such small weights? Well, no, the stupid voice comes. I don't want to do it tonight. They don't want to build big muscles because it just doesn't look right. Where they got this information, I have no fucking idea. But they have it. And more and more I see guys doing that. It's like, why are you lifting heavy weights? Why do you need big arms? Why this? Guys don't act like that. They act like that today, and it almost seems like it's normal. It's pretty fucking damn far from normal. And my favorite summer game is out now. Going to the beach. Just say to the guys, hey, check out the girl over there. That's disrespectful. That's a man today. That's a man today. With fucking idiotic shorts on with his flip-flops. You know, and it just keeps progressing. And it's social programs, so I don't blame anybody who's doing that. But I do think you should reach out to help. And GaryBrodsky.com is the place. Now, interesting, if you look at my YouTube, you just put my name in there, you'll find I have very few hits. And there is a reason. I found out the reason. It's like, hey, you want a lot of hits? You want to get 6,000 hits, 10,000 hits a day? Yeah. Say something atheistic. What? That was actually told to me by one of the data mining companies. It's like, if I start preaching atheism, which I am not an atheist by any means, I can get better sales, which is probably true. Better exposure, absolutely. And yeah, I know I won't do it. I won't do it. And it's driving people who want to fund this absolutely crazy. Because I know I'm in debt like up to here. Probably some of you guys watching. I'll work my way out of it. I always do. But I will tell you one thing I will not do is preach atheism. And it's not only me. Every comedian out there, anyone you watch, has to make an atheistic comment or a crack on how stupid the Bible is. To me, it's a holy book. And it is a holy book. It's not just to me, it is. And I'll give you the example why. When did the crime rate start going up? When did the depression rate of people being so depressed happen? When did the world start falling apart, especially here in America? When they took prayer out of schools. Now, I remember prayer in schools. I'm not old. And we just did it, went along. But things were normal. In every community, they were getting better. Now, look at this place. Yeah, I know there's separation of church and state, but there's no such thing as separation of God and country. And that's what we have now. So we have the politically correct religion. And let's face it, we live that religion, we speak that religion, we have to watch what we say. I was talking to a girl, and she says to me, how do you feel about the Hobby Lobby thing? Because I said, what do you care? She said, well, it's very important that I know, because otherwise I don't want to talk to you anymore. I said, something, I don't even want to talk to you at all. Like, huh? I said, if that's a criteria to talk to me, fuck you. Really. I can't be bogged down with people's idiotic following of a politically correct agenda that leads to nobody able to speak their mind, nobody able to have a normal kid. Now, every kid has a classification. This kid's ADD, this kid's OCD, this kid is DDT. It's sick. And if a kid acts like a kid, throwing rocks like we used to do when I was a kid in the water, even sharpening an ice cream stick. We used to do that as a kid. We were like big hunters, 7 years old. Big trouble if a goddamn kid acts normal today. Like a normal boy. Girls are fine. They don't bother with them. But they are destroying both the male and female. All you gotta do is take out one sex, they both go. And this women empowerment thing, my God, it's like they just invented the sexes yesterday. And people don't know where to place them. But that's okay. The mainstream media, the politically correct, bankster, morons, sick, pedophile, human sacrificing sons of bitches are going to tell you how to live your life, and you're going to react. That makes sense. Political correctness is a curse. It's a plague. It's tyranny. I can't crack the jokes I used to. I still crack them. That's the difference between me and most people. I'll crack the fucking joke. I don't care. Well, she's not going to talk to me anymore? Fuck it. Fuck it. When somebody who you don't know has created an agenda for you to think, somebody that probably that does not like you, does not want you to be a man, and you're following that agenda, you have been conquered, you have been beaten, and guess what? If you don't stand out from the crowd, no girl is going to want to sleep with you, okay? And I see these politically correct guys, and I'll tell you what women do. They make fun of them day and night. I mean, I have to unplug my phone because I am a writer. I have written many books. I'm working on a few right now because I work on 2 or 3 at a time. My mind is that sharp, right? But they call all day to tell me this guy's politically correct. What a jerk off. Are you going to break up with him? Well, I'm not really going out with him, but I can't stop. I don't want to get addicted to this guy's texts because they're so politically correct. And look what this moron said. You got to see this. You got to see this email he sent me. We're pro this. We're pro that. He's pro whatever they tell him, and that's most guys today. He would never ask going out for a date. Well, that would be demeaning. This is how guys think. And those are guys who are thinking. There are guys who just sitting there all day with their fucking iPhones, and that's their life. No drive, no nothing. You know, I saw today Dwayne Allman, very big fan of his actually. He died at age 24. He revolutionized rock and roll music, and he was dead at 24. Jim Morrison, 27, a whole bunch of 27s. Look what they did in their lives, and look at a 27-year-old today. Still living home with his parents, probably has not gotten laid because he doesn't know how. And if you don't know how, GaryBrodsky.com. And thinks there's something wrong with having romance with a woman. That's it, sick. But there's nothing wrong with living in your parents' basement and playing video games all day, all night. Now, I don't want to blame the kids. I don't want to blame the parents. But it is no way to live. That is what's being promoted. You know, one of my favorite radio shows, Alex Jones' Prison Planet. Well, think about the prison. People at home, you know where they are. There's nobody out in the streets. I can see the blue lights from here. Everybody's watching television. And I can see the video games being played. It's the summer. No desire for learning, advancement, love, romance, passion, wildness, craziness. It's gone. It's so gone, it's scary. That's why I'm saying you need every bit of information that's at GaryBrodsky.com. And it's all the real stuff. I've heard the other guy's stuff, and I can make fun of it all night. I don't even want to put myself in the same league as them. They had better financing, better funding, better advertising, but their content sucks. They have supplements that suck. My supplements build muscle. GaryBrodsky.com supplements. Yeah, this is not bullshit muscle. This is real fucking muscle. No padding, okay? I'm going to get one of these. Why? Because it works. And I'm not exactly a young kid, but it works. Doesn't matter how old you are. It'll bring out the manliness in you. But do you want that? I don't know. It'll bring out the muscles if you want to do it. I know one guy just does push-ups, his arms like this. Why? He takes the right stuff. The gold, hey, I'm down to my last blood gold drink of this. And I have been on this thing straight for a month, and every day I feel better, 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 and more attractive to other people because you're radiating. It's vibration. It's, you know, you hear these guys saying, well, don't date a girl who does this, don't date a girl who does that. I heard one guy say, I don't want to mention his name because I happen to like the guy. But he's saying, well, if a girl says this, you shouldn't date her. If a girl does that, you shouldn't date her. And you know what he's really saying? Let's think about this for a second. He's saying if she says this or does that, now I'll just blow a girl off with like, isn't the political correctness. But it means that you have no control. You're not going to lead. It means you're going to follow her. That's not good. Now, yeah, you walk away from the ones you don't like. But if a girl is into this, that means this. And if a girl owns a really expensive car, she likes nice things, so you don't want that. Who am I to tell somebody what to think? The greatest gift you can give women, here's a free good tip, is freedom. Because guys today, if you get a girl, if you're one of those guys, hey, it's hunting season. Every guy is so beta that the alpha guys are cleaning up. You don't want to do what beta guys do. This is what they do. And if you're doing this, you're not alpha. Where'd you go? Who are you with? Were there guys there? Insecurity, neediness, all that stuff, acting a little, is a big turnoff. Political correctness is the biggest turnoff for a woman. And that voice, which I just don't feel like doing. You know why? I hear too much of it. I got guys calling me. Look at my face from Mongolia to report that voice. And I'm sure it's not in English. I got to hear the impression on that one. I'm not even going to do it because I'm, just trying to guess it. But if it's happening in countries that speak any of the Asian dialects, I just imagine how funny that is. But I'm just rambling on here. Let's see if there's any questions. I'm gonna turn this thing on, right? I don't know how fucking it works. Checking the mail. Okay. I'm gonna start doing occult webinars. I keep getting hit on occult questions, which I have to answer privately. And I got to say this to anybody because I got 4 or 5 occult questions. Before I ever got into this, um, you can look up Powerful Protection Magic, Powers of Darkness. I was writing very successful occult books. My occult stuff works. That's been proven by anybody who's ever tasted any of it. Is the occult good or is it bad? That I really can't answer you. I mean, there's speculation everywhere. But I can tell you one thing, it's damn effective. It is damn effective. So, yeah, I mean, I used to use it, I'll admit, to get a few girls here and there. Just pick up. I was doing this. I was going through magazines. Oh, this actress is hot. Boom. Did my ritual gala. I don't use it all the time because, in fact, I use it maybe 3 or 4 or 5, okay, maybe 15 times, to be honest. And it takes all the fun out of the game. But I know guys do it for everybody. And yeah, it's right there. Okay, this next one. It's right there for everybody to use. How to use the Powers of Darkness at GaryBrodsky.com. The book is downloadable for like $19. And if you want it on eBay, it's $2,000. I can't even afford to buy my own book back. I have 1 copy left. Hey, honey. Love you too. Glad you're watching. Okay. All right. There's a lot of Davids here, but this is one of them. Gary, I am dating 2 different girls. My friends told me this is bad. A double-edged sword. What do you say? Keep the girls, ditch your friend. 2? That's bad? How many do they have? I'm just curious, David. How many do they have? Dating 2 girls. See, because this guy, I know this. He buys the stuff. He applies the stuff. He works the stuff at GaryBrodsky.com, and he's dating 2 girls. And what does his friends do? They pick him up? No. It's wrong. Again, you got my girl. There's over like 4 billion women in the world. He's got 2. He should have 5. There's the right one. There's the right one, and there's the right 2. This is what's going to happen. And I like this guy because I know good things are going to happen for him. He's going to have one he's going to like. Keep the other one on the side. It's called a kicker. Old Brooklyn expression. Or the PMS girl. If one you really like gets PMS. Say, I'm not going to hang around here for a moment. We'll go to the other one. And you come back 5 days later. A little game playing. But that's what men do. The women may find it disgusting. Who cares? The worst nightmare to live in is caring what other people think. And that's what political correctness is instilling in everybody. My old friend Chris. Hi, Chris. Got to do it. I don't know why. Maybe I'm crazy. Considered it. This is a bit off topic. I don't have a topic. I went to a club on Friday night. It's what guys do, right? Yeah, it's a good thing. There was one bouncer who tried to prevent me from getting to a section of the club. For the sake of this email, let's just say I made him an offer he couldn't refuse. All right. No, I did not bribe the asshole. Well, I'll tell you one thing, and He's talking about winning by intimidation and guts at GaryBrodsky.com. Because most guys will fold. This guy doesn't fold. It really is. I mean, I got a lot of things on that now. And because you either are going to be intimidated by life and people, or you're going to do the intimidation. Sorry, guys, there's no neutral ground. Damn, I love smoking. No, wait, a lot of questions. And I'm here to answer them. Hey, Dustin, how are you? Good evening. Good evening, Gary. I guess that's me, huh? Was curious at work. There's a girl that says, "Sorry for every little thing to me," but doesn't say it to other guys. You gotta, okay? But I'll read the whole thing anyway. Like if we were faced each other walking, she'll say, "Sorry, haha." It doesn't bother me, but it doesn't mean she's scared or attracted. It means she's attracted, and I can tell you right now she's attracted. Next time, and here's a perfect way to do it. She goes, "Oh, I'm sorry. It's okay, you can make it up for me and keep me company at dinner or lunch. Or you can make me dinner." Perfect entrance. Smooth sailing. "Oh, I'm really sorry." "That's okay, you can make it up to me. Invite me over for dinner." Don't say, "Would you invite me over for dinner?" Or, "Can you?" Of course you can. Just say, "Invite me over for dinner." You make it up to me, okay? She'll do it. Guaranteed to be here next week. After dinner. One is on the path to being married and the other is still single. Well, until she gets married, keep them both. And I had a third one. I had to when I was actually younger. I felt really bad. I had two girls, and I was breaking both their hearts. And I didn't know which one to get rid of. It was really driving me crazy. I got a third one. Balance it out. You know, and you know, girls back, you know, I'm talking about in the 70s, they were like a little different, but not that different than today. Guys have changed a lot. Women haven't. That's why, you know, women are starting to settle for beta males. And you can see it. They hate them, but that's all they have. It's like when people are starving, they'll eat shoe leather. You don't want to be shoe leather. Hey, David, you have three-way calling. Do they know each other? Patch them in and listen. It's always fun. I don't know your name. It's a screen name, but whatever. Good evening. We'll call you Matt. How's that? Because it looks like it might be a screen name. When you're having sex with a woman, the quicker you blow your top, the better. Sorry, that was unexpected. Also, if a girl gets me hard, just talking to her, should I let her know about it? I would suggest not letting her know about it. But, okay, blowing your top real quick, I'll tell you a secret. It's not really a secret, just most guys don't know it, so I call it a secret. About blowing your top, nutting, whatever, you know. Steve the Dean's got some great names for it. And this is true. When you're with a new girl, and you go like 3 seconds, she's going to think, wow, this guy finds me attractive. You take forever, she's going to think, wow, he doesn't find me attractive at all. There's something wrong with me. So guys always worry, I've never been with her before, it's going to take me 2 seconds. I said, I'll make it once, she'll think she's really hot. And it always worked, and it always will work. Because this is kind of a weird thing. You could really have a girlfriend that you find really hot, and you know for 2 months, no matter what she does, no blue balls. You find a new girl, not so hot, make out in 5 minutes, blue balls. Just the way the mind is set up. Yeah. A lot more women watch the show than men. GaryBrodsky.com. If you're a woman, yeah, it's good for you too then. Anyway, at GaryBrodsky.com Facebook page, there's a beautiful film on there with me and Sifu showing the difference between male and female energy. Yes, I look a little goofy because he beats the shit out of me. You actually get to watch my ass getting kicked. And that first shot in the head in slow motion, Matt had my ears ringing for 2 days. So if you've seen it, let me know. Just curious. A lot of old girls with pictures and stuff. That happens. I must be doing something right, huh? But now it's soda break time. So get some questions in. Check out GaryBrodsky.com. We got the stuff there. And now the same music that you'll be hearing until you find something else that has no copyright that no one can complain about. Ah! And I am back. You are watching the Gary Brodsky Show with your host, Gary Brodsky, because no one else. Well, I forgot to close this and open it. Can host the show because I forgot the password. Checking for mail. Okay. Yeah, password is another pet peeve of mine. And then a million questions. I'm not making fun of people, but it is funny when you call India. What is your complete full name? I tell them, and they go, I'm sorry, but the records don't show that. What is your account number? 4327? No, 61? Give me the machine, okay? You know what's the worst? You're on the phone. 2 things. And it says, please say why you're calling. And then somebody calls you. The call waiting goes off. And says, oh, you said cancel your card, right? No! Your card has been canceled. Thank you. That's happened to me. The other one is, it says, please state your reason for calling. I'd like to, and somebody honks their horn. You'd like to, and you got to go to the wrong place, then somewhere else, and you speak to 15 different countries, no one helps you. And here's a trick. When you have whether you can speak or push the buttons, hit the mute button and push the buttons, because any outside noise and the general mailbox means that nobody is ever going to listen to your goddamn message. Just a little, advice that I give now. Okay, let's get some questions in. I'm just talking about my supplements because, as you can see, bodybuilding-wise, they work. And a man should look like a man. Or I can sell you skinny jeans, which I don't do. This is a size XL, and it's getting too tight to close. So I am using my supplements, and I am growing, and they all do it. GaryBrodsky.com, drop down menu supplements. I have everybody else's supplements on the planet here. And if you want those, you can have them. They don't do shit for you. This stuff works. You can see it. Okay. Got a big occult webinar coming up. So just remind me. I haven't yet figured out the dates, but it is a monster webinar. Everything I ever know is in that stack over there of papers that you cannot see, which will, of course, be assembled probably late tonight. Everybody's asleep. But my guarantee, if none of the products at GaryBrodsky.com get you laid, parlayed, relayed 6 ways to Sunday, all you got to do is ask for a refund, and you'll be cheerfully refunded. Plus, at no additional charge, we will send you the knife to cut it off with. As you ever go to those Japanese restaurants? My friend accidentally got circumcised there. It was not good. Some joke in there somewhere. But the best way to fight the politically correct agenda is by not being politically correct. What's going to happen? Somebody's going to be offended? They're offended anyway. People have been programmed to be offended by anything you say. Absolutely anything you say. Now they're going to start making movies that are not politically correct, but brainwash you. While you're busy watching sports, and playing video games, they're taking the world over. They're taking your masculinity. And there is going to be no letter that's going to come in the mail, no news announcement that's going to be on television that's going to say it's time to be a man, go out there, grab some women, grab some ambition, grab some passion, grab some life, grab some joy. It's not going to happen. You're getting your newsletter right now, right here, right now. Oh, this goddamn fucking thing. It's not that smart, the smartphone. I have the idiot phone, okay? I still don't know how to work this shit. One thing I found out about texting that I enjoy is whatever it says on autocorrect, I send. And my thing has Tourette's, so it's kind of funny. Still updating some fucking new program. You know I'll have some more soda. Alright. Back to the show. Oh no, music and soda, right. Hello here. Now I have a friend. We do this on Friday night sometimes. We cough. Yeah. We go to restaurants. Really nice, and we don't see any dates. Why is dating dying? Think about that. I'll give you a very simple answer. Guys are afraid to approach, afraid to ask, and afraid of a real date. You can conquer your fears. How to do it step by step is all there at GaryBrodsky.com. And there is a great deal right now, Wealth Plus, not the plus sign, PLUS, power.com. An amazing deal. Please check it out. WealthPlusPower.com. Now, hold on. While I try to work this fucking phone. Still updating. Okay, good. I'm getting a new program in here. I don't know how to use the old ones. The new one will tell me how to use the old ones. Whatever. But I actually have seen this on dates where, not dates, but I would even, at a diner where people are at lunch, a male and a female. So I would not call them a man and a woman by their actions. Are sitting there texting, I don't know who, maybe each other, and they're just sitting there looking at their smartphone. Now I look at mine, and all I see are these icons. What do they have on theirs that they can't keep their eyes off it? I have no idea. But technology is there now used to be technology was there to help you. Now it's there to destroy you. To pull you into this insane, politically correct agenda. And that's exactly what they're getting. I am not going to say it again, but I am. Men's testosterone levels are through the floor, 0. Women have higher test levels than men, which means women are more men than men. DHEA, and I know we can't keep it in stock. We happen to have it in stock, because every time I do one of these shows, people hit it up. At GaryBrodsky.com, drop-down menu supplements will change you mentally and physically into being more masculine. If you take a whole shitload, you can talk about, hey, how you doing? I'm Barry White. Hey, how you doing? Good evening. Thank you. Hi, Gary. You, me, and probably several people out there, except for the drooling masses, know that the Super Bowl is the most blatant example of bread and circuses. Absolutely true. I just thought of hypothetically purchasing an ad block and come up with a commercial or at least a message. Attention, man. You have express permission to be man. Now. Great message. That really is a great message. Oh, Bo Johnson in the house. All right. Probably doing something very serious. He's always serious. Let's see. I don't know why he does not have Piddlehead's voice, but I just assume he does. Hey, Gary, one of my girlfriends, he's got a lot, and they're all hot and no shaves, okay? One of my girlfriends introduced to her young teenage nephew, who she wants me to man up a bit. All he does is stay home and play video games and act antisocial with no friends and definitely no girls. I can tell you this right now, this is going to be a tough one. Remember the days when you were young and horny all the time and had to have any women in sight? I really miss the coming of age process that the kids skip today. Excellent. They know they don't come of age. I see that in their 30s and 40s, they don't come of age. But yet they do buy flip-flops. Just something like that, there were certain rules when I grew up. One was no flip-flops. This is the way I grew up. One, hey, got to shave every day. 2, no shorts except if you're at the beach or a pool. Men had to look like men. Men had to be respectable. Now, who's going to respect these kids? And on the new audio program I have, which I think you should get, I don't remember the name of it. But if a woman doesn't respect you, she is not going to sleep with you. Not ever, not in 1,000 years, not in 10,000 years, 25,000 years, you've got a possibility. So, absolutely true. Most guys believe to get a woman to agree with everything she says. Oh, that's a big thing. That is so sick, and I see it and hear it all the time. And they're not even trying to get dates, they're just trying to get, approval-seeking behavior does not work. You don't get approval, and you lose the girl. It's the guys who they don't approve of that they like. If you don't have everybody get How to Be a Prick, it's a classic. I have gotten the best response to that because big businesses and Fortune 500 companies use the techniques on how to be a prick to make money. But I know that title is now politically incorrect, so other guys have titles how to be a badass. And you look at these guys and go, what the fuck? This guy's a badass? No, women do like a badass. Not some pussy, excuse my language, pretending to be a badass. And being a badass today is easy. And it's all there on how to be a prick. It doesn't mean you have to break the law or get a leather jacket or ride a motorcycle. It's just all attitude. And guys today are missing one quintessential element. No attitude. No attitude. No alpha attitude. No alpha projection. Nothing. No alpha posture. It's a disgrace. But I don't, as I said, I'm not going to make fun of them. I am here to help them. Doesn't mean I like what they become. Just like if I was a doctor and somebody that came in all screwed up, I'm not going to like it. I'm going to try to fix it. So, attitude is everything. And it's really such a subtle difference. And I'm going to do an audio, if anybody requests it, on attitude, how to really have it, how to develop it, and how to project it. And now I shall check for questions. So he has to update again. Why does this fucking thing start jerking off too? Alright, time for a soda. We'll see updates as we get to the last quarter of the show. Questions, for those of you who do not know how to get to me, Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL.com. You email that, it bounces over the sky, come down, make a question here. I made it simple. Damn, I love my sodas. All right, time for that soda music. You know, years ago, I went back to some of the old shows. I used to crack jokes. I was funny. This has gotten too far from fun. This is fucking serious now. Guys are being wimped out of existence. Now, I just always got to tell you the positive side. If you're alpha today, you're pretty much guaranteed just going to the bank to cash a check, you're going to run into a woman who's going to want you. If you're not, you're guaranteed, at best, you'll be sitting home like this. Your choice. GaryBrodsky.com, WealthPlusPower.com, OccultForce.com, BrainTrainPower.com. Check them out. All right, Bo, hit me back again. Time to light another cigarette. Yeah, I like to overfill these things. Big fire. Any tips to alpha up? Yes, there's plenty. One is walk like an alpha, talk like an alpha, speak like an alpha, good posture, and build yourself up. A girl does not, women in the gym, men aren't. Women do not want a guy who's in bad shape, who looks weak. Their first and primary instinct is a guy who can protect them. And if you think a nice car and money's going to do it for you, bullshit. Why? Because most people I do consulting with, they have nice cars, money, penthouse apartments, they can get a girl. It's all attitude. And it's all taught at GaryBrodsky.com. All right, Jason has just popped in. Gary, Jason, when you take Gary's products, you feel alive and on fire with passion and driven to live, and the only problem you'll have is getting bigger shirts, and all his audios work, and the only way it won't work is if you don't do it. Exactly. Thank you, Jason. And that's funny that you mentioned that. I get that a lot. You know, Gary started doing workouts, like you said, taking your stuff, and now I have to buy bigger shirts. And they love it. It's well worth the price of the shirts. I got one guy from Brooklyn. I'm not going to even wear any shirts. That's not a bad idea. Yeah, funny. Talking about shirts. Hi. I get the woman that was telling me to take my shirt or my jacket off during the show, and I can't do that. And the reason is not because it's, against any rules that I'll cut my show off, but I don't want to make too many guys feel impotent. So now you understand, right? All right, as we wrap it up, Gary Brodsky 123 at AOL. Please check out the sites: wealthpluspower.com, GaryBrodsky.com, occultforce.com, and Brain Train Power. I got a great email. I don't have it on here. So a guy used Brain Train Power. It works so well on him, I started using it on myself again, and it works. Your subconscious mind accepts it, and so it is. And that's how your subconscious mind works. All right. Everything you do is programming the subconscious mind. And that's going to have to be a webinar unto itself, because people do not know how to program their own mind. And I have something on self-talk, which is, now think about this, every second of every day you talk to yourself. Isn't that kind of crazy? It sounds like some insane thing, but you're walking around, you're talking to yourself. You may as well take that time and do it right and build yourself into whatever the hell you want. And that is on sale right now at GaryBrodsky.com. It is amazing, because most people, everybody, I don't care who you are, you're a moron, doesn't matter. Whoever you are, you're talking to yourself every moment of every conscious hour. Talk to yourself right. Build yourself up. You can be your own coach. You can do anything with positive self-talk. That's one of the secrets that the elite use. Now, we may hate them, we may despise them as I do, but they're almost taking over the world because they know about positive self-talk. Don't you think you should have at least the equal knowledge that the enemy has? That's like going to a sword fight with a remote control. You want the same knowledge. It's all there at GaryBrodsky.com. Just mentioning that because we have no sponsors. And if I go for the premium, which would allow me to show commercials, that would cost me way more than I ever charge sponsors, because if you have a website or a product you're selling, I will be happy to endorse it on this show for absolutely nothing. Too much? What kind of jokes? A lot of clowns hit me today up. I just got to tell you that. All feminists, and all the feminists that hit me up and say, oh, you're this and that, whatever the fuck they say, they're all men, not women, men. Excuse me, let me alter that and correct it. Males. It's really amazing that all these male feminists out there, and feminism is just a divide and conquer tactic. Nothing more. And I want to tell you something else for the women watching, because there's a lot of women watching tonight. There is no such thing as an ugly woman. But there are such things as lazy women, and lazy women don't take care of themselves and become ugly women. And if I insulted anybody, sorry. That's the truth. So, okay, last and final round for questions. Let's take updates one more time. It's going in the washing machine. Just for torture. I will torture my smartphone. But that is absolutely true. The self-talk thing is still available, and you might want to check that out, because it's something you can't avoid. You're going to be talking to yourself 24 hours a day. Every second that could be building your self-esteem, building a financial future, getting every woman you want. Or you could just keep putting yourself down, which is almost natural, or change course right now. If you don't get that, you're going to get this, okay? I ain't playing around. Yes, I can imitate Joe Pesci. Just don't feel like it tonight. All right, Derek, good evening. Dear Gary, this is a nice one I can tell already. This is a gentleman here. Thanks for all your help. Your life beliefs are 100% correct. I am no longer pussy-whipped by women, and you saved me from female domination. Oh, wow, this is great. Why did the Illuminati get beat up in films like Hal in 2001: A Space Odyssey? Get destroyed, the one-eyed symbol. Actually, I don't know. But the Illuminati control the film industry. Look at the difference between the old films when a man like Ward Cleaver was respected and the new films today where men make look like fucking jerk-off losers that can't control anything and have hissy fits when anything happens, and a woman's got to come and save them. It's a fucking disgrace against man and a disgrace against God. Oh, I said God like more than one time tonight, which means they're going to put my YouTubes in Baxcarola or wherever the fuck they're throwing. I don't care. Every atheist I ever met is also anti-gun, anti-freedom, pro-feminism, pro-homosexuality, and has the voice. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. Bo Johnson, this is going to be interesting. Because this guy knows his shit. Something like a cigarette. I gotta admit, Bo Johnson's one of the coolest guys I ever met. And this guy can hit. He threw a punch, my house shook. No, he likes to fight, so you gotta watch this guy. Women will always instinctively go with the stronger man physically or mentally who has the right attitude because it's genetic. Absolutely true. They will be with the breed with the strongest. It's nature and it's the way of all species. That's a fact. Absolutely a fact. It's in the DNA. And everything I have at GaryBrodsky.com is made to bypass any bullshit ideas that women have. And they work. Everybody knows that. And the guy says for female domination. Hey, God bless you. Thanks for a really nice email here. Now I'm going to go to the end of the cigarette now. Got to take off. Oh, I got to push this. Didn't even know that. And I got to close this. See, if I don't close it and reopen it, it doesn't look like new emails. I just figured that out. See, now I can sit around myself all day and stare at it. There are guys that say, it's a numbers game. They're all full of shit. If you know what you're doing, it's not a numbers game. I used to go fishing when I lived in Louisiana with a guy named Eustace Bellamy. May God rest his soul. Really great man. He knew how to fish. I used to go fishing with him like twice a week. Right into the bayou. Yeah, he knew what he was doing. He'd catch 30, 40 fish. I'd occasionally catch a catfish. It's not a numbers game. It's a skill game. Any idiot who tells you it's a numbers game, yeah, you go for enough. But why? I go in a batting cage. I can hit 90-mile-an-hour fastball, but eventually I'll tip one off or hit one. No, you want the skill. That was funny, but I can't repeat it. But that was funny. Okay, last, again, final round for questions. The cigarette runs out. The show is over. I'm waiting for Palehead to come in, okay? So I was saying, dating is dying, but it's not hopeless. If you're alpha, you can date them all. You can do anything you want. And do my products work? Absolutely. Well, you know the deal. You get this. You know, there's a time when men played with men's toys, and a video game is not a guy's toy. Hey, Gary, how to use MK? All the MK products, I'll tell you exactly how to use them. You put them anywhere where you have a pulse, here and on the wrists. And they work. Oh, do they work. One of the most overlooked ones is MK66. You ask somebody to do something, they will do it. But if you don't ask, they won't. It's stuff is so powerful and weaponized, I don't even want to talk about it on the show. When I have a few friends, will the girl care? Wait, okay, let me get this question right here. When I have very few friends, will the girl care? Only what you care matters. They'll care about anything you show weakness on. Anything you show weakness. That's how women are. As Bo said before, women will favor the strong, the alpha. It's in their genetics. It's just the way they are. And you'll feel better too, so. All right, I'm going to read this. I don't care. This guy used the black handle. It was extremely effective. I'll leave it at that. Gary, man, your black handle is really effective. And he explains what he did. Well, let's just say his enemy will not be bothering him again. And that's at occultforce.com. The DUME candle, death unto my enemies. Totally legal, too. It really works. It's so scary. Some of this stuff, I have to get scared. Wait a second. Whoa. Okay, I think that's pretty much it. Just let me close on this point. If you want a date, if you're alpha, you can do whatever you want. You'll have all the women you need. Check out new programs. They're on sale at GaryBrodsky.com audios. Check out the super deal, which is in your email box at wealthpluspower.com. Check out Occult Force to really powerize yourself and to reprogram the way you think. If you hear it enough times, you'll become it at braintrainpower.com. Thank you all for being here. Let's check for some questions, because this thing is not as fast as I am. No more questions, no more show. Let me close with the Gregorian chants, as we all love them. Bless you all, and I will see you on the Wednesday show, and hopefully I will have a normal guest host. Thank you, and good night.